Today our topic is the role of humor in Stoicism. At first glance, humor and Stoicism might seem like opposites. Stoicism is often seen as serious, focused on discipline, and built on the idea of enduring life's challenges without complaint. Humor, on the other hand, is about laughter, lightness, and finding joy in the absurd. But if we look closer, we see that humor plays an important role in Stoic philosophy. In fact, humor can be a powerful tool for practicing Stoicism and living a good life. Let's explore how humor fits into the Stoic way of thinking and how it can help us deal with life's difficulties with grace and wisdom. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot. Life is full of unexpected events, and many of them are beyond our power to change. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This is where humor comes in. When things go wrong, when plans fall apart, or when life feels heavy, humor can help us shift our perspective. Instead of getting angry or frustrated, we can choose to laugh. Laughter doesn't mean we ignore the problem or pretend it doesn't matter. Instead, it helps us step back, see the situation more clearly, and respond with calmness and reason. Humor is a way of accepting life's imperfections without letting them destroy our peace of mind. Think about the times when something went wrong, and you couldn't help but laugh. Maybe you spilled coffee on your shirt before an important meeting, or you got lost in a new city and ended up in a completely unexpected place. In those moments, laughter can be a form of release. It reminds us that life is unpredictable and that we don't always have to take ourselves so seriously. The Stoics believe that much of our suffering comes from our own expectations and judgments. When we laugh at our mistakes or misfortunes, we let go of those judgments. We accept that life is messy, and we choose to find joy in the mess. Humor also helps us deal with fear and anxiety. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote about the power of laughter to lighten the burden of fear. He said that when we laugh at our fears, we take away their power over us. Fear often grows when we focus too much on it, when we imagine the worst-case scenarios and let them dominate our thoughts. But when we laugh at our fears, we break that cycle. We remind ourselves that many of our worries are exaggerated or even silly. This doesn't mean we ignore real dangers or stop being careful. It means we don't let fear control us. We face it with courage and a sense of humor. Another way humor fits into Stoicism is by helping us connect with others. The Stoics believed in the importance of community and treating others with kindness and respect. Humor is a universal language. It brings people together, breaks down barriers, and creates a sense of shared humanity. When we laugh with others, we build bonds and remind ourselves that we are not alone in our struggles. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, who was also a Roman emperor, wrote about the importance of seeing ourselves as part of a larger whole. He said that we are all connected and that we should treat others with compassion. Humor is a way of practicing this compassion. It helps us see the humanity in others, even when they make mistakes or act in ways we don't understand. When we laugh together, we create a sense of unity and understanding. Humor also teaches us humility, which is a key Stoic virtue. The Stoics believe that arrogance and pride are obstacles to wisdom and happiness. When we take ourselves too seriously, we become rigid and closed off. We lose the ability to learn and grow. Humor, on the other hand, reminds us of our limitations. It shows us that we are not perfect, that we make mistakes, and that we are all part of the same human experience. Laughing at ourselves is a way of practicing humility. It helps us stay grounded and open to new ideas. It reminds us that life is a journey, and that we are all works in progress. One of the most famous Stoic philosophers, Epictetus, was known for his sharp wit and sense of humor. He used humor to challenge his students and make them think. For example, he would often mock people who complained about their problems without taking action to solve them. He said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. This is a humorous way of saying that we shouldn't be afraid of making mistakes or looking silly. Growth requires taking risks and stepping outside our comfort zones. Humor helps us embrace this process and not take ourselves too seriously along the way. Humor also helps us deal with the absurdity of life. The Stoics believed that life is full of contradictions and paradoxes. Things don't always make sense, and sometimes the universe seems to have a strange sense of humor. Instead of resisting this absurdity, we can choose to laugh at it. This doesn't mean we give up or stop trying to make the world a better place. It means we accept that life is complex and that we can't always understand it. Humor is a way of embracing this complexity and finding joy in the mystery. In modern times, many people see Stoicism as a cold or emotionless philosophy. They think it's about suppressing feelings and enduring hardship without complaint. But this is a misunderstanding. The Stoics were not against emotions. They believed in experiencing emotions fully, but not being controlled by them. Humor is a great example of this balance. It allows us to feel joy and lightness, even in difficult situations, without losing our sense of purpose or discipline. Humor doesn't mean we avoid responsibility or stop taking life seriously. It means we approach life with a sense of playfulness and curiosity. Humor also helps us deal with the inevitability of death, which is a central theme in Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believe that accepting the reality of death is essential for living a meaningful life. They taught that we should think about death regularly, not to be morbid, but to remind ourselves of the preciousness of life. Humor can be a way of facing this reality with courage and grace. When we laugh at the absurdity of life, we are also acknowledging its impermanence. We are saying, yes, life is short and unpredictable, but I choose to find joy in it anyway. This is a powerful and deeply Stoic attitude. In conclusion, humor is not just a random or frivolous part of life. It is a valuable tool for practicing Stoicism and living with wisdom and courage. Humor helps us accept life's imperfections, deal with fear and anxiety, connect with others, practice humility, and face the absurdity and impermanence of life. It reminds us that we are part of a larger whole, and that we can find joy even in difficult times. The Stoics believed that the goal of life is to live in accordance with nature, and to cultivate virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Humor supports all of these goals. It helps us stay grounded, open, and resilient. So, the next time life feels heavy or overwhelming, try to find the humor in it. Laugh at your mistakes, laugh at your fears, and laugh at the absurdity of it all. In doing so, you'll be practicing Stoicism in a deep and meaningful way.